Well, I've been a registered nurse for 30 years, so I've worked with patients for 3 decades, or a little over 3 decades now, and I very much enjoy doing that and helping people. But there's some times in my life where I was going through different life struggles, and I had to dig myself out of places that I didn't want to be for the rest of my life. And this last Thanksgiving, when I was traveling home from my traveling position in Pecos, Texas, I was reflecting on my life, and I'd recently done a Bible study, and we were talking about a preacher and his wife. He was a preacher, she was a prostitute, and God used their lives to move other people and show them right from wrong, and as a living example of how God wants to work in our lives. So on that way home, I was reflecting on my life, and I had this aha moment. God used my life to help others. So in addition to being an RN, I wanted to really concentrate on helping people get unstuck, because I've definitely been stuck, and I just want to reach my hand out to help them.
What were some of the things that you dealt with in your own experience that people might have a relatable connection to?
Well, my brother was born with a congenital heart defect. So since I was 3, I would sit in waiting rooms by myself playing with my bracelets, because I was sure they made me invisible.
Yeah.
Because I was in intensive care waiting rooms in Houston, and quite scared. And so we went through that, and having my brother with his congenital heart defect, we had a bond like a lot of people are unable to experience, because I had maternal feelings for him as well as being his sister, and we were like super close and best friends too in a lot of respects. So I went through that, and he died 30 hours after heart transplant, so that was definitely hard. I've been married a couple of times, and my first husband cheated and got someone pregnant, which at the time it was very hurtful to me, and I very much blamed him. But as I've done my own reflection on my own life and my own transformation, I realized that, he was not all to blame. I had to take my responsibility as well. So I've had work stress, and I've had I have Hashimoto's disease. I had a pituitary tumor that was immaculately healed, but I had a lot of struggles with that as well. So it's just pretty much, if a person has it, either I or someone close to me has been through it, or one of my patients. So I am very open-minded as to whatever a person's going through. And, the past is the past. I just want to help people move forward into the life that they want to live.
Let's talk also about your incredible background as a registered nurse, as an RN for all these years. What pointed you in the direction of wanting to do work that really cares for the well-being of other people?
I really feel like my brother being born with this congenital heart defect, I spent a lot of times around hospital. Also, my pawpaw, when I was little, like 2 years old or so, he had his first heart attack. So with him, I was in the hospital at times as well. So I just feel like that's my calling in life, to assist other people. And I've done it as a registered nurse for many years, but as a self-discovery coach, I also want to continue helping people. And what sets me apart is I understand from a medical point of view what being stressed out and being stuck can cause physical ailments and diseases. So I understand what can happen. And when a person already has those, I also understand what's going on to help them to be able to reset and live the life that they want to live, because we don't have to be just a big disease process walking around.
Right.
Like when I had my tumor, I felt like I was a big tumor walking around, but that's not the case at all. We can live our lives fully.
Of you.
Right. Just take some medicine and live your life fully. So I really love helping people, and I want to be able to just kind of sit down with them, discuss what's going on, and let them know that they're forgiven for anything that's happened. They're human. They're the person that God expected them to be. And if they need a little help getting to be that person, I'm here to help them.
So it's a combination of sort of blending the two worlds that you've had an opportunity to being part of, which is being you and living the life experience, and then also the clinical experience, the medical background, and sort of blending those two worlds together, right?
Yes. Definitely.
Which is a real advantage for your clients.
It is, because both worlds affect each other so tremendously, and I'm kind of the piece that can bring them together. And I have so much compassion for people. There was times, you know, with my brother and his heart problems, we had to really rely on other people for his heart surgeries, and then doctors and the nurses taking care of them. That was something we cannot fix ourselves. So I definitely want to be that person to help lend that hand and help people get unstuck with the knowledge that I've had. And I'm also certified in neurolinguistics programming as a practitioner, so I have that knowledge as well. And I've developed tools where I thought NLP was missing a little bit. So I want to be that person to help people get to where they want to be.